Hello everyone and welcome back for match 3 of this draft today video set. Our first set with matches. Exciting. Hype, hype, hype. We are currently 2-0 in this draft set. Let's see if we can round out the 3-0. We're on the draw. This hand might be a mulligan because it's a little bit resource heavy. Kind of wants to draw another shard, but it's kind of hard to pass up Stalagamage on one here. Opponent's playing, looks like Diamond, Sapphire, Ada. Which is one of the better archetypes in this format, but it's also one of the slower ones. So hopefully they don't have. They have like a 1-3 or a 1-4 here on 2. We're going to be in a little bit of trouble with this hand, but if they don't have a play till turn 3, that would be excellent for us. All right, just Webborn Apostate's actually pretty reasonable. They also haven't played a Diamond Threshold yet, which also seems good for us. Feed the Flames, sign me up. So I'm going to go ahead and offer this trade here. We'll see if they take it. Take the trade your 2-drop for my 1-drop. They do take the trade this time. Okay, last opponent did not take that trade. We'll go ahead and play the Stalagamage out here, and then pass the turn. I think that trade's good for my opponent. We gain a little bit of tempo on it, but they got a charge off of my guy, so we'll see. See what their conscripted is. A 2-4 with flight. When one or more eggs will be put into the opponent's deck, but that many. Okay, so it's literally just a 2-4 flyer then. Hopefully we draw a ruby source here so we can, or a sapphire source here so we can put the Cloudbounder out. That's really unfortunate. This hand was probably supposed to be a mulligan. Go ahead and put this Highlands Black Belt with speed into play that unfortunately can't attack this turn from that's suiciding our troops into this 2-4. If my opponent has another diamond resource next turn, they're going to be able to activate their Ada power already thanks to the Webborn Apostate. I definitely think the deck my opponent is playing is probably one of the better archetypes in this format, so I'm interested to see how this aggro deck that we drafted stacks up against it. Our Stalagamages definitely leave a little bit to be desired against their plethora of 1/1s that they can generate. They do not have a second diamond, but they do have a Phoenix Guard Lancer, which is pretty potent. So this can do Breath of the Dragon, right? Deals damage equal to its power to target opposing troop. So we're going to go ahead and activate this and grab Breath of the Dragon. And then with Breath of the Dragon and Feed the Flames together, we can kill this Phoenix Guard Lancer and then smash our opponent for 3 here, which will put them down to 20. And then this will Diligence that and put them down to 18. They have 3 cards left in their hand here. We're a little bit behind on board, though. Another Ascension, yep. Mad Rabber, that's scary, because they didn't get quality things here, but this can conscript another Underworld troop of cost 3, so when your conscripts gets more conscripts, yo dog. They should probably crack me for 2, right? So playing a little bit defensive, that's probably fine. They've definitely correctly identified that we are an aggressive deck. I suppose they know we could use our champion power next turn as well. I'm just going to go ahead and Bounder here. I don't want them to know that we're going to have a speed troop for next turn. I'm just going to go ahead and pass. And Boisterous Ballad at their end step. This is going to deal another 2 points of damage here. Ideally, we want them to just keep drawing Sapphire Shards, right? So they can't ever activate this. So when they activate this Mad Rabbit, the Mad Progenitus, they will get 2 Dreadlings. They have 2 different Underworld troops. So they must have another resource, right? Because they did that before they did this. Sweet, and it's a Sapphire Shard. So they've got a 3-cost conscript, which is a Prince Zakah. That's pretty good. I guess they're bound to get a good conscript eventually, right? It's really unfortunate. So this says every time it diligences, they get to look at the top card of our deck, and they can play it for free. Oh, that's a little bit rough. Daughter of the Poet with never ever going to have that be relevant for us, because we can actually only make 3 Diamond Thresholds in our deck. Let's rip one of our removal spells for this, please. It's a Cerulean Sage. I could like try and slog through this, but we're almost certainly gonna lose this game, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pack it in. Just like not beating like double wall into conscript Prince Zakah. Waiting for game 2. Opponent must be changing decks, taking so long to reserve. I saved, right? Thought I did. Wonder if we want Sapper's Wallbuster over the wrong turn. I could see that being correct. Yep, and we submitted. The wrong turn's been the one card that I've been a little bit medium on so far. To be on the play this time and have all of our thresholds, so sign me up. We get to go Stalagamage on 1 into Cerulean Sage, Boisterous Ballad on 2 into play Boisterous Ballad plus second Boisterous Ballad on 3. Hopefully this will be sufficient to get under them. This is the game that should be easiest for us, right? When we're on the play. Get to apply a lot of pressure. This Well of Conquest just been aces for like fixing our splash as expected. Blazing Hammer, sign me up. And go ahead and attack with this. Play this out. Yep, they have a Mooncall Ceremony, so they're probably going to be able to Brick Wall our Stalagamage next turn. Hopefully they don't get something with 3 power, so this can attack. Oh, geez, what a beating. It's going to deal 3 damage to us because of this Well of Conquest whenever we play a non-standard resource. We don't actually have any Valor Producers in our deck. Let's go ahead and play this Boisterous Ballad out. Voice of the Ashwood. Voice is actually pretty good, right? I'm going to play this. I'm going to play this Seder Spartan. I guess we're just passing the turn here. And this situation that's come up here is definitely merit to have played the Cerulean Sage on 1, because then we could have just been like continuing to apply pressure with the Cerulean Sage here, even though they have something that Brick Walled us on the ground. But I felt like the chances of them having a 3 power thing on turn 2 were pretty low, which is why I let on the Stalagamage, but we definitely got punished for the sequencing that I had here. Oh, geez. I was like, that's going to be okay for us because we can still champ power this, but we can't actually champ power it because they took one of our charges away. And now we take 3 for playing this out. Feels bad, man. Yeah, it looks like we're just going to thoroughly get bodied here by the better archetype in the finals. Not a whole lot to do. I could, like, hammer that and then, like, attack, but then, like, they just get to, like, eat this, or this could eat this, so I can't even attack with the Stalagamage. Doesn't seem particularly good. I think we're just, like, playing this, and passing, and then, like, the board's going to stall, and eventually they're going to kill us with flying troops, because that's what the Ada deck does. And thankfully, like, we drafted that Well of Conquest, so, like, we'll sell that for a couple hundred plat, and, you know, this draft paid for itself. That's turn 4 Ada activation into more good threats. Yep. Yep. Huh. I think I'm just passing here. Am I hammering something? I'm gonna hammer the Justicar. I think I'm gonna pass here, and then if we draw a resource next turn, we can wrong turn and throw 2 things back to their hand and then crack with the squad and, like, maybe apply enough pressure. Yeah, Unborn Ascension, sure. That's great for us. So let's draw a Shard here so we can wrong turn plus champ power this turn, please. Shard. That's unfortunate. It draws a card, right? Huh. Okay, sure. It makes a Valor for us, which the Satyr's Roost Bard says whenever you do a Valor, play a Valor, you get to draw a card. I think that's our only Valor producer in the deck too, which is kind of funny. Could put it on Salagamage, I guess. Play another Salagamage out, sure. And then pass the turn, and then hopefully my opponent misses on a resource drop again, so that way we can put these 2 3-drops back into their hand. And again, we're looking to wrong turn, bounce to Champ Power, lock like Ulua down, and then smash with the squad. And like maybe the triggers from these dorks plus the Cerulean Sages getting online could get us into this game, but no guarantee by any means. They also like get to play more stuff out here, which kind of sucks. Yeah, okay. Right, we need a Shardin now, or this is just done. Feed the Flames. Yep. Huh. I think I'm just doing this and like hoping for the best here. Let's just pick those up. This is going to kill one of these 2 things, so they're not going to be able to play them both out next turn. Swing with the squad, kill what you will. They're probably going to eat these Cerulean Sages, I assume. This feels like a double here, single here. You only take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They go to 9. That's a little bit aggressive. They have like a 3/3 flyer to block with, but they have a lot of decisions here, so yep, as you will. They decided to take the line that deals the minimum amount of damage to them this turn, which may or may not be right. So they're up to 5 resources here, but they only play out 1 of those 2 3-drops that we bounced back to their hand last turn. And now these 2 things are going to have flight, so like maybe we can push through here if we just like run off Mono Gas off the top of our deck and they flood a little bit, but we are definitely firmly behind here. We were unsuccessfully able to get under them here with their just like strong curve on the play. Yep. So it's got speed, sure. They just attack us for 7, 8, 9, 10 here, but it's to 9. That's unfortunate. They had a removal there, so one of their 3 cards is getting discarded. I'm assuming they're just like cracking us everything but this here, maybe? Yeah, seems good. Probably gonna be too little too late. Kill this at least. I attacked with that because if it stops diligencing, it loses the flight and the 2 power. We're dead in 2 in the sky here, so. Yep. I mean, okay. It's another Feed the Flames. Kill that. I think I just have to keep attacking with this. And like now we're at a point where like we need them to not draw action, but like 2 more shards means they get to put 2 more phantoms into play. It's like we just can't win. Ada is so pushed. Like the fact that she, and like this is a great game's a great example of like how pushed she is now. Like if my opponent's just like, oh, then they get to, yeah, we're just super dead. If my opponent just like didn't have, if Ada would have just like cost triple diamond still, they wouldn't have been able to activate Ada there. So that would have been more reasonable for us. There would have been less of a free splash for her. At any rate, we finished 2-1. I'm gonna go ahead and split and do a wrap-up video here real quick, so check that out. Thanks for watching, and I'll be right back with a wrap-up for you folks.